Hi guys! I'm gonna do a reading today like this and see how it goes. So let's do one for the collective, both the twin flames, so the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and we'll see what comes up. I feel like there has been some shifting of energies, and I organized all my cards all nice, so I'm feeling happy about that because I was procrastinating for a while about that. So, let's start with the divine masculine. Oh, that's a lot. Take them? Okay, take them. Divine feminine. Okay, we're getting a lot of cards, so I'm going to put these down because this is going to get out of hand real fast. So, first off, right on the top, we've got the Hermit. So, for the divine masculine, he's going within right now to try and find his inner guidance, his inner light, and what he wants to do and how he's going to do it. So, let's do underneath the Hermit, the Empress. So that to me is the divine feminine. That's how I always see the Empress as the divine feminine. And in this card, it's about taking action, luxury, creativity. To me, the Empress is about abundance and fertility. And so he's got that on his mind. He wants to be successful. He wants to be with his divine feminine, potentially. We'll see how this plays out. So we've got the Hermit, the Empress, Princess of Summer, a new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. So that's coming out underneath the Empress. So I think what he's going within right now with the Hermit card and thinking about his divine feminine and about this potential relationship, this new relationship, and going into his emotions and trying to figure out really how he feels and what he's going to do about it. Because the Empress is also about taking action. So then we've got the Nine of Summer, wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. Well, that's positive. This is the Nine of Cups equivalent. So yeah, it's the wish fulfillment card. And that's potentially what he's wishing for, is union with his divine feminine. Or if he's not aware that he has a divine feminine, he's looking for a healthy, happy relationship. Then we got the Three of Spring, which is like the Three of Wands. So it's about making a decision. And in this deck, it says, plan your next steps with an eye for the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. So he's really planning right now. He's thinking about this. He's going within. He's trying to make a plan to take action towards this relationship. Okay, but we have ego, which is the devil equivalent in traditional tarot. And I know some people say tarot, but it's like tomato, tomato. So I'm not going to be like tomato. It's tarot for me, whatever. So the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, and getting caught up in fear and worry. So this may be affecting why he's not reaching out, why he's not communicating, why he's not doing anything, it seems like. Because first of all, he's hermiting, and second of all, he's got the ego. So maybe he's going within right now to try and get past his ego, to try and move out of the ego so that he can come into union with his divine feminine. Because like I did with my surrender spread, in that reading, it goes into depth about all of the things that need to be surrendered, and the predominant thing that is affecting the twin flame relationship is the ego. It's the ego. We need to get past the ego. We need to surrender the ego and move into our higher self, which knows what to do and is coming from a place of love, and rather than fear, because the ego is all just about fear and control. So lastly, for the divine masculine, we got Six of Spring. Wonderful news, it's on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. So he's potentially, no, not potentially, if this is the outcome, then he wants success. He wants victory. He wants to ride in on his horse and win us. That's fantastic. So let's see what's going on for the feminine. We just got 3 cards where the divine masculine got 6. So he's got double what we have right now because he's working on a lot. He's doing a lot right now behind the scenes because he's hermiting. So for the divine feminine, we got 3 of autumn. Follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do. Being compensated for your creative talents. Interesting. So this is like the 3 of pentacles, working together and building something and being proud of what you're building. So I feel like the divine feminine right now is really focusing on our career. We're really focusing on our spiritual purpose and what our mission is and what we came here to do. You know, like what do you want to do with your life? That question always scared the crap out of me, and that question always drove me crazy, and it made me have all this anxiety when I was younger. Like I was 18 years old and they were asking me, what do you want to do with your life? What career do you want to have? And I was like, I don't know. And I took all these tests and it was like, you should be a psychologist, you should be a teacher. Funny that 10 years later now I'm in psychology and I'm teaching spiritually. It's not what I expected. It's not what the system expected of me. But that's what my divine calling was, and that's my divine work, and that's my mission, is to use what I learned in psychology and what I learned in my spiritual awakening and my tarot. I love tarot. And Reiki. Oh, I keep pointing over there. That's my Reiki certification back there. To be able to teach you guys or guide you guys, coach you guys if that's what you want. Oh, hi, Kitty. To Kitty and beyond. That's Kitty. Okay, so Queen of Summer for the divine feminine, loving, comforting, emotional, and intuitive. Listen to your heart. Intuitive insights you can trust. Taking care of others, perhaps too much. Oh my God, that is so divine feminine. That is so us. Overgiving, taking care of everybody else but not ourselves, being nurturing. It's just in our nature. That's just who we are. So it's important to while you're working on your career and while you're building all of this for yourself, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure that you're filling your cup first, because you can't pour into anybody else's cup if your cup is empty. So make sure that you're staying connected to source. You've got the energy coming in through the crown. You are feeling full of energy before you give that to somebody else. Otherwise, you're going to deplete yourself, and that leads to illnesses and dis-ease of the body and the energy field. So lastly, for the divine feminine, we got 5 of spring, which is about conflict. Like this is the 5 of wands equivalent, where they're all fighting each other with wands or sticks, whatever, staffs. Opposing goals arising from differing opinions. Feeling at odds with yourself or others. Overly ambitious people. So what I'm getting from this one is feeling at odds with yourself. Not agreeing with yourself, going into doubt, going into fear, going into, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? And just kind of questioning the whole process. Just let it flow. Don't question the process. Everything's happening as it's supposed to. Everything's unfolding as it should. And we're going to see that in due time. We're going to come to the point where we look back and go, everything had to happen as it happened, exactly as it happened. So everything's going to lead together, and we might not be able to see the bigger picture of the puzzle, but eventually all the pieces are going to come together, and we're going to say, now I see. It was a happy union. That's what it was the whole time. I didn't see it, So let's get romance angels. Romance angels for divine masculine, and then, okay, we'll do the divine masculine first. I don't know. I just saw something above my head. I see stuff a lot, so it happens. Third eye awakening. Woo! Be prepared. It's intense. Okay. Divine masculine. Let your friends help you. Interesting. Worth waiting for, and pay attention to red flags. So, with let your friends help you, because we saw the Hermit and the Empress, this could be, like this could be that he's wanting to reach out to the feminine as a friend to help him. Or this could mean that he's literally reaching out to his friends that he does have around him to be able to give him some guidance about the divine feminine. I feel like that one's the more likely one, but I feel like the first one may apply to some twins out there, maybe a small percentage. The third thing I'm getting from this is that he's asking himself, because he's hermiting right now. He's going within to try and understand what's going on with his emotions, what's going on with the union, what's going on with his divine feminine. And so he's asking his friends for help. And guess who's your best friend? Your higher self. That's you. And your self gives the best advice and the best guidance. So if you're looking for any kind of guidance, ask your higher self first. And then anything else that you're receiving in your environment will resonate with that, and you'll know that that's what you need at this time. So let your friends help you. Then we got worth waiting for, which is over top of the 9 of summer and the 3 of spring. So I feel like these go together. It's interesting. Okay, so we've got so you can see. So there's let your friends help you, the Empress, and then the Hermit. These 3 go together for sure. That's what I'm feeling. Then these 4 go together. So we've got worth waiting for. Who's worth waiting for? The Princess of Summer, the divine feminine, the romantic relationship, a new relationship or emotional experience. So it's worth waiting for to have this, because wishes will be fulfilled, but it's about planning. So there needs to be some planning that's going to take place, or it's underway right now, and it's going to be worth waiting for. And then the last one is pay attention to the red flags. And this goes with the ego, of course. These 2 together for sure. Pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to the voice in your head that's telling you, no, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to happen. This is this and this is that. If it's negative, it's the ego. And so pay attention to that, because when you realize that it's your ego talking to you and not your higher self, you can tell it no. You can say, no, thank you. I'm not going to listen to you right now. I'm going to keep faith and love and trust in my heart. I'm going to go to my higher self, because my higher self has the best advice, whereas the ego, it's the worst advice. So don't listen to the ego, because it's just trying to control you. It's trying to get you to worry and fear and doubt. That's not fun. Nobody wants that. And then this being like the ultimate outcome is the victory. So when you pay attention to the red flags and you stop your ego, you're able to be victorious. You're victorious over your ego, and you get back into your true self, which is your higher self, your God self. Okay, so divine feminine, romance angels for the divine feminine, please. Love yourself first. How did I know we were going to get that? Because we always get that. Oh, God. Okay. So, we got love yourself first. Divine feminines, I'm talking to you. Love yourself first, because what did we just say with the Queen of Summer? You need to fill your cup to be able to pour into other people's cups. There we go. Yeah. Taking care of others, perhaps too much. It's backwards. Love yourself first. Okay? Just do it, girl. You're worth it. And the angels want you to know you are worth it. You deserve love. You are lovable. You have this love within you to give, and you also have the love to receive. So a lot of the time, the reason why we give so much is because we have a lot to give. But sometimes we don't realize when we need something, when we need love, when we need to receive it rather than to give it. It's almost like we don't want to admit that we need it too. We're just like, well, I am love. I just want to give love to everybody. I have enough for everyone, and that's enough for me. But then sometimes you get depleted when you do that, and then we get stubborn and we refuse to admit that we need to be loved too, and that we need to be able to receive that love. And so there's blockages can occur in the heart chakra because excessive giving and not enough receiving causes an imbalance, and it can cause blockages, or it can cause dysfunctions in the flow. So instead of having it coming inwards, you're not taking in energy, you're outputting energy too much, and that's not healthy. So as much as it's good to give love, yes, it's very good to give love, and that's why we're here. That's why we're nurturers, we're caregivers. We are sensitive because we feel other people's emotions and we want to help them. But it's so, so, so important to love yourself first because you deserve it. And once you do that, then you can give in a healthy way. But it's crucial that you take care of yourself first. It's like when you're in an airplane and the what do you call those? Like the airbags come down or whatever. And they're like, secure your children's first, and then, or sorry, no, it's the complete opposite of the whole point I'm trying to make. They're like, secure your mask first, then your children's. It's like you can't help anybody if you're completely depleted. You can't help anybody if you're dead. You know, you can't help anybody. Well, there's no such thing as death, but you know what I mean. You can't help anybody if you don't have anything to give them. Okay? The last two that we got were flirt and getting to know each other. So these have come up a bunch of times in the readings recently. So this is what we're wanting. We're wanting to be flirty and talk to the divine masculine, have heart-to-heart conversations and open dialogue between us, and we want to get to know each other more. We want to solidify that bond. We want to come into union. Ultimately, that's what we want. Most of us anyway. And the divine masculines want that too, but I feel like they're just kind of at a different level right now. They're trying to figure out like how they're going to shift their lives to be able to accommodate the divine feminine, or what they're going to do, or how they're going to go about it, or what they're really feeling, and how they feel about how they're feeling. Like, it's complicated. And they don't let on that all of this is going on because they're hermiting, but this is going on internally, and that's something that the divine feminine may not realize. And that's what I'm feeling more than anything. Not so much like I'm seeing it, but I'm really just feeling that from them. So, get some unicorns up in here. Whoa. True. Thank you, unicorns, for backing me up on that point. So, yes, the divine masculines are, and thank you, divine masculines, because that was also them confirming that they're thinking a lot about this, and they're thinking about this more so than we know, more so than they're letting on. And it's something that is very important to them. It's something that they do want. Yet they may have fears, which stem from the ego, about coming into union, about being abandoned, about it being too good to be true, about, maybe you're not, like, the divine feminine is completely different from they expected their divine feminine to be, and so they're kind of like, is this really going to work? She's my complete opposite, or we're too similar, or whatever it is. I'm just giving you scenarios. But they're feeling just like they don't know, and they're fearful of the unknown, because that's ego. The higher self knows that there is no unknown. The higher self sees everything and knows everything, so there's no need to fear, because ultimately all is divinely guided, and it's all just love. So that there's nothing to fear there. But when you don't see it, of course you're going to be scared. It's dark, I don't know what's going on. It's dark. I can't see. I get scared. But then you turn on the light and you're not scared anymore because you can see everything. That's what it's like. It's like the higher self is the light, literally the light. You turn on the light, you can see. But the ego is the dark. And when you turn off the light, you can't see. It's dark. You get scared. That's exactly what it is. Wow, as if I never thought of that analogy before until right now. Okay, anyway. Shall we get more for the divine masculine from the unicorns? Talk about your feelings, divine masculines. Talk about it instead of just hermiting, but that's what we want. Maybe that they're not ready to do that yet, or maybe they are. Tell a friend how you feel. Ooh. Tell a friend how you feel. And then we've got let your friends help you. Yeah, so the divine masculine, he's asking his friends. He's talking to his friends. He's trying to find answers. It's like, what do you think? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? Oh, this one wanted to come out. Change. This has been coming out a lot. And for the divine masculine, I'm feeling like he's talking to his friends about change, about this change. He's like, do you think this would be a good change? You know, maybe he's in a karmic relationship and he's not happy and he's known it for a while and he wants to get out of it. And he's looking at his divine feminine like, maybe this could work. Maybe it won't. Maybe it will. And he's talking to his friends like, so what do you think? What do you think I should do? Is this logical? I mean, it's not like his friends are going to have the be-all, end-all advice and that's going to be it. I'm sure they just want to talk about it. They just want to air their feelings out and they don't feel comfortable enough yet to either talk to the feminine about it or whatever the case may be, but they're talking to somebody about it. And if it's nobody external, then they're at least talking to themselves about it. They're at least trying to find the answers and the inner wisdom, and they're trying to get through this change as easily as possible with hopefully without fear. So let's get some for the whoa, divine feminine. Relax, everything's okay. Yay, thank you. Divine feminines, don't worry. It's going to be fine. I feel like the divine feminines, we're just like stressing out so much because we know what we want and we're ready for it now. Or we may feel as though we're ready for it now. Although we've still got so much work to do. We do. I do. We've got work to do. We've come a long way. Oh yeah, we have, girls, yes. But we've got further to go. It's never ending. It's the never ending story. So, divine feminines, share. Can you see? When you share, everyone feels happy. So, this comes back to that whole, sorry, I was just like tuning into the energies. This comes back to that whole love yourself first, you deserve love, and then giving the love. Once you fill yourself up, you can share that love. But first we need to make sure that we're full, that our cup is full before we go offering anything to the divine masculine. Because if we show up with a half full cup, that rhymed. If we show up with a half filled cup, it's not going to end well. We need to show up full cup. They need to show up full cup. That's when that 2 of Cups energy is gonna show up. This should be a song, you guys. I want to see what's going on for the union. King of Summer. A romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in a culture or creative endeavor. Cultural or creative, yeah. So a romantic partner you can trust. So this is the union energies. The divine feminine wants a romantic partner we can trust. The divine masculine is asking for advice from his heart. Another for the union, please. for the union energies. Oh my gosh. Ask for help from others. All work and no play. Being weighed down by too many responsibilities. But what I'm really getting from this is ask for help from others. So, Divine Feminine, if you're feeling depleted, ask for help from those around you. Ask for help from your higher self. Ask for help from your angels, guides, friends, family, loved ones. Ask for help. Ask for love. Ask for support. Don't be afraid to ask. It doesn't show weakness. It doesn't. You are so much stronger than you let on or that you even are aware of. And if you think you're stronger than that. So, and then for the masculine, he's asking for help too. He's asking for help from his friends, his family. He's looking within and asking his heart. Maybe he's starting to connect to his higher self and ask for help from that. So that's very positive. I want to get one more. Release. Let go of the past, an ending that makes way for new opportunities. Time to move on. So we've got the 10, which is about completion. 10 of spring, completion and new beginnings. And then we've got releasing the past and new beginnings. So this is an ending that's going to make way for a new opportunity because all endings are new beginnings. So we're not looking at it as an ending. We're looking at it as a new beginning. So we're coming out of this period of going within and seeking inner knowledge of this hermit period, and that's coming to an end now. And then we're going to move into sharing, communicating, talking about it, getting to know each other. So this is what I'm feeling from this reading, is that change is coming in relation to the level of communication between the twins. So we'll get a crystal mandala card. One crystal mandala card for the union. Purification. I'm going to read that because I love these cards and they have really detailed healing insights. Number 14. 14 is 1 and 4, which is 5, which is change. So again, we've got big changes that are happening right now. We bring you the gift of purification. This is your chance to let go of what you no longer wish to hold. It might be a toxic burden within your body, mind, or emotions you wish to be freed from so you can feel lighter, happier, and more energized to have, to attend to things that matter most. We come to you at a time when you have become overloaded with energies, thoughts, or even perhaps physical toxins or possessions inhibiting your capacity for joy and vibrancy. If there's any fear within at the prospect of releasing something from your life, be reassured. This cleansing is a loving grace that will help you feel happier. We are not here to take anything from you, but rather to free you from what you no longer wish to hold on to. The more you're willing to allow us to assist in this process, the better and clearer you shall feel. Insights into your relationships, choices in life, and issues that may have confused you will become very clear. You will become more aware of your truths and feel empowered to live your life on your own terms. There is only benefit to gain here, and our blessing comes straight from the loving heart of the divine to assist you. So this is all about release of burdens so that we can see things clearly, so that we can get out of the ego and understand things from a higher perspective and see things in a way that we didn't before. And that's exactly what this whole union energy is about. So this is perfect. Like, I love how synchronistic these readings always are. You know, people always say, you know, oh, well, you could apply that to anything. And I go, no, it's so detailed. It's so in depth and it's always so on point. Like anyway, I'm not going to go off on that tangent because I'm not trying to prove myself to anybody. I'm just in awe of how spirit and the universe and synchronicities are just so flawless and so perfect. And I'm just really thankful that you and I are open to the magic of this world, because we do live in a magical world. It's not plain and ordinary. It's beautiful. It's magical. This is the fantasy. We're living it. So anyway, before I go off into La La Land, because I'm such a Disney princess, the union is it's coming. I feel it in my bones, and I want to do. Where is it? All right, we'll just do this one then. One from the angels, because I love angels. Archangel Azrael, comfort, helping our heart to heal. So through this purification, there's a lot of heart purging. There's a lot of purging coming from trauma that occurred with the heart chakra, toxic relationships, abandonment, anything that caused pain and to the heart. There's also a lot of throat chakra clearing right now. So it's these two and the higher heart as well. So it's these three and solar plexus. All right. There's just so much chakra clearing going on right now. I want to get one more because it really is. Ooh. Passion. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. For the feminine, focusing on our career and our love life. And the masculine, actually, you know what? He's doing the same thing too. So we're both in the same boat. Although we're so seemingly far apart, we're actually both in the same boat. We're just kind of looking out to the either side. Like we're starboard and he's port, whatever. I'm not a sailor, but you know what I mean. And then eventually we're going to come together because we're in the same boat. We've just been walking around in circles, not seeing each other. It's a big boat. I don't know where that came out of passion, but okay. Spirit wanted to say it. We're going to go with that. So anyway, I'm going to close it out with that because it's 3:32 in the morning. That's interesting. And it's 32 on my recording. So 32 and 32. I'm going to look that up later for a specific meaning. But I know threes are about like mind, body, spirit, the Holy Trinity, Ascended Masters. And twos are about the Master Builder number, keeping the faith, trusting, creating your reality, manifestation, remaining positive. Okay, yeah, so if you put that together, we're being told or asked or guided, whatever terminology, semantics. We are being given the gift of knowledge, to remain optimistic because the Ascended Masters are also helping us and guiding us through this. We're never ever alone. We're always protected, watched over, guided, and we're being assisted from higher realms. So keep the faith and know that this is true. Feel it in your heart. This is true. Okay, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you resonated, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so we can